Yeah, that's a good point actually, because we're all just people with different perspectives.
Yeah.
And
I'm just living my sheltered little life.
yeah, when we look at like people that are just not there, and they're usually quite popular, and so they did not evolve to think. Like when we look at those people,
Do you know what's really funny?
we cringe. Well, I haven't even finished.
I know,
my
because
point,
when
bro.
you said, you know, those people, something about people not thinking, I just snapped back to reality and I just started listening to you again. I wasn't listening. I wasn't thinking. What were you saying? I
Really
zoned
funny.
out so hard.
Well,
just
that's
then.
really meta, right? That's
Exactly.
really meta, because I was going to say that when we look at those people, we think it's cringy.
Yeah.
And then I was about to say that those people will look at us and think that we're cringy.
Yeah. I don't.
And so,
That is one of the. I try real hard not to care about what people think about me, which I think is
dude, I
kind
haven't
of.
met anybody in so long. Like, I haven't met a new person in so
God, don't. Why do you have to say
long.
that? Because you just reminded me. Like, when was the last time you met a real human being? When was the
Dude,
last time you
I
met a
don't
new
even
person
know.
that you've never met before?
It's not the same on call.
Yeah.
At university.
feel real.
Because you're just a voice.
Yeah. When was the last time?
That sounded
right, that,
extremely
like,
poetic.
do you remember when you were a kid and you first started going to school and you first started like learning to socialize, and there were like
I never learned to socialize, mate.
Yeah, me neither. That's why
That's a funny
That's why
joke
we're
for
making
you.
a podcast because we have no friends. But I remember
We
when
like
I
to
was
spend our
young,
time on Reddit.
and like
No,
this
go
was
on.
around the time when like this was when I still hadn't like learned names. Like there were names that I would hear and be like, that's a new one. I haven't heard that one before. That obviously that still happens now, but it was really frequent at that point in time when I was a kid. This was like way before.
Yeah,
I
I
knew
remember
you.
you talking to me about that actually.
Yeah.
The names thing.
Yeah.
New names.
Yeah, do you remember that? Like when you were a kid and like you would hear like a name that you've never heard before. It was like obviously like
Yeah.
names like John and like Jack.
Well, I've never had a friend called John.
Yeah,
I've
that's
never had
true.
a classmate called John.
I've
like-
never actually no, I have. There was a guy I went to school with who was in like the year above me whose name was John. Someone who knows me and went to school with me when I was young will probably know the last name of that John, but he
John
left.
Stamos. No, I'm
Who's
joking.
that?
That's from BoJack Horseman.
Oh, okay. I need to rewatch that show. If you want any more
That's a
indicators
great
as to
show,
our sort
bro.
of sense of humor, then go watch BoJack Horseman, I guess.
That's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
What else
I
do
like
we-
citing things that other people made to demonstrate how interesting I am.
Yeah. How other people made something interesting and then
I'm, like,
reflecting
taking-
that directly back onto
Yeah,
us.
I'm like taking credit for something I didn't do.
That's like
Oh,
a great algorithm.
here's
That's
another
a great
thing.
business model.
Right?
Mm.
Originally, me and old Harvey here, my old buddy, old pal.
Who's that? I don't. That's me.
Let's not do this. Let's not do this now. No.
Yeah, let's not get too meta.
Before this, we were talking about how we were going to visually present the podcast for the YouTube video version. Because if you're listening to this on another, I don't want to name specific platforms just in case they tell us that we're not allowed to publish our shit there. But if you're listening to this somewhere where there is no video, then I forgot what I was going to say. But I really lost my fucking train of thought there. Fuck. I know what I was originally going to say was that another TV show that we both really like is Adventure Time. And
That's a good point, actually.
I don't know what we spent fucking ages like trying to figure out how
because
we
our
wanted
profile
to.
pictures on Discord are Finn and Jake.
Yeah.
Which it's not because we see each other as Finn and Jake, because we're cringy consumers who
Yeah.
think that we're the protagonists of a show. It's just, it's just a picture. Like it's just.
It's not that deep, man. Don't read into
It's
it too
never.
much.
It is sometimes.
Well,
It's
sometimes
not,
it
doesn't
is,
have to be like
but not all
that
the time.
deep.
Yeah, I just like.
It's the same with comedy.
I
and
just think
writing.
it's funny.
Yeah.
I think it's a
My
funny
picture
show.
is when Jake is sipping his coffee and he's looking out the window, and he's like philosophical as hell.
My
and
one-
It's just funny, and it's like.
My
also
one isn't even
extremely
from
true.
the show. I think it's not even a frame from the show. I'm pretty sure it's like fan
Is
made.
yours fan art?
Yeah, I think
It
so.
looks
It
real,
looks
though. It
real.
looks like
though.
it was-
It's, if you don't know, it's Finn wearing like his regular costume, but it's all black, and he's got like a bat. He's got like a bat costume, like wings on, and he's got his hands in the air, and he's like, ooh, he's making it with his face. He's going, ooh. That's what it looks like.
He's doing the.
I don't know. He's doing like the
ooey,
thing
the
that
face.
Finn does when he's like happy. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think that's from the show because I've typed it in so many times, like Finn bat costume or whatever, and I don't know where I got
I
the
didn't know you'd
original
done
photo
that, yeah.
from. I have the photo, a copy, like on my phone and on my computer, but I don't know where the image is from. I'm sure I could probably like do that thing where you drag and drop the file onto Google and find out where it came from. Or
Wait, is that a thing?
yeah, where you
can-
reverse image search.
What's that called? Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
it's
I
called.
love doing that, just finding where
Yeah.
images came from.
I really want to do that, but I've never had like a reason.
Yeah.
Like a photo where I'm like, I need to know where this is from. Like
Yeah,
I've never.
yeah.
I might try that after this podcast
Yeah.
ends.
The reason I
segment
brought
ends.
that up is because Adventure Time is a show we like. It's a pretty good show. That was the reason why I brought it
Yeah.
up ages ago.
Oh.
When we were talking about what shows we like, that's why I brought that up.
I mean, we like a lot of shows.
We like
but
we
also
like to consume
hate
a lot of
Well,
stuff.
I personally hate a lot of shit as well.
Yeah, same.
I like a lot, and
Wait,
it's
I'm not going to
also-
say the name of the show, but right, and I want to see if you will guess the same thing as what I'm thinking about.
Wait,
What
when you say you, do you mean me
Yes,
or the
you.
0 viewers that we have?
we have 0 viewers.
When
We're
you
not-
say yes, you,
they're in the
do you
future,
mean
we're in the past.
yes?
No. Yes, you. Okay, no. when when I think of the worst, most vapid, most shallow show that exists, do you think
Okay,
of the
this is going
same?
to be a bold statement. Okay, go on.
Yeah, but I feel like we both. I don't want to give any hints because I want this to be like a raw guess of yours, because I have a show in mind, and I want to know if when I describe it as vapid, shallow, and just all-round cringeworthy, do you think of the same thing as me?
Oh, is that all the information that you?
Yeah, I want you to guess what I'm thinking about.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually don't know
Well,
because that's extra.
I wonder if the
that
mic.
was
Did
cute.
you get that? Did the mic get
Yeah,
that?
I heard that. That was really nice.
Oh, I thought this was gonna happen because she meows at my door a lot of the time to like get out, and then now I have to like get up and let her out, which is not
That's-
very like podcast friendly thing because it's like, sorry viewers at home, I've got to go and let my cat out of my room because she's meowing.
That's right, man.
I'm gonna
We
go
are-
do that while
we're not a
you
corporate
guess
thing.
what I was talking about. Well, actually, no, I don't need to because the moment I try and stand up, she walks away from the door.
She gave up, bro.
I don't understand cats.
Can you explain?
Okay, the show I was. Do you want to know what I
yeah.
did? I was thinking about
go
Love
on.
Island.
I literally don't know. Oh, well, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
But that, okay, there's a lot of shows that exist.
yeah,
Like,
that's true. Yeah, I didn't really narrow it down at all because there are a lot of
You could have
vapid
said,
shallow
like,
shows.
if it was to do with sex, like everything that you said, and then to do with sex,
Yeah,
that would have been like,
yeah, that would have been a lot.
you
Like,
know,
if I didn't know how to, if I had said like love, I feel like that's like in the title. It's a bit too on the nose.
yeah. But then again, I'm extremely bad at guessing.
Yeah, so am I. To be honest, I don't know why I set
feel
you up
like-
for that challenge.
I think we should, yeah.
Do you want to immediately change the subject and do a complete U-turn to talk about something else? Because
Okay.
we are nearing an hour of recording.
That's really impressive, man.
We're almost at an hour.
If anybody in the world has still, except you and in the editing,
Yeah.
room, if anybody else in the world,
Well,
and
the
except
editing
me,
room
if
is my
I'm-
room.
Yeah,
I don't have a separate
but
room.
that
for it.
but we didn't need to specify that. That's
Oh, yeah,
just
that's true.
that's still the editing room, and it's the booth as
Yeah.
well.
And
it's
so
half
is
of
your room. And it's what were you saying?
Exactly.
I interrupted for the sake of
I've
comedy.
lost track.
Anybody in the world?
Oh, yeah.
Something.
If anybody in the world is even listening this far in, then,
Yeah, that's true. I wonder if there is anyone listening that's not us.
then that's an accomplishment in
Yeah.
themselves. Like,
If somebody, if you,
It's-
I'm
yeah.
not talking to Harvey right now. I'm talking to you, the person listening.
when you say you, do you mean me, or do you mean
No,
not
I
me?
mean the. Not now, man. Not now.
I'm joking.
We said we weren't going to do this. No. Well, I'm talking to you, the person who's listening to this
Do
podcast.
you mean me? I'm listening.
Shut the fuck up, no.
Go on. Just.
The person
just do your
who's
point,
listening
man.
to this, right? If you are listening to this, I don't care if you're the only person listening to this that's not me and Harvey. But if you are, right, I want you to know that you are complicit in our achievement here. Because if I
What does complicit mean, man?
like, give me 2 seconds. Define complicit.
Complicit means involved with others in an activity that is unlawful or morally wrong.
Oh.
A
that
complicit
makes a lot of
means involved in.
sense.
Oh, right. In an
Yeah, we heard
activity that
that.
is unlawful and morally wrong.
Oh, wait, what? I didn't hear
Is
that
the
bit.
podcast unlawful or morally wrong? I think
Absolutely.
maybe it's not unlawful, but I would say that this podcast is morally wrong.
Morally corrupt podcast.
We are. I wouldn't put it past us.
Yeah, man. We've been numbed by
Yeah. If you're whoever is
our
listening,
generation.
to this, thanks. If you are listening this far,
Yeah,
it's been an
that's about
hour.
it. Yeah, I think that's decent, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
if
think it's
you-
a decent time to absolutely end.
Yeah,
Abrupt ending, and it cuts
abrupt
to
ending.
black.
Well, hang on. Is there anything else that we want to say? Because this is the first episode.
Yeah, I think just like if you feel like slitting your wrists after hearing our voices, I think you absolutely should. That's a joke, obviously.
I don't know if that was a joke or not. Can you specify if that was a joke?
What I meant, right?
Can you
If you
can
feel
you
like
disclose that that was a
absolutely
joke?
not listening, if you feel like not listening to our podcast again, then please. I don't know
If
what
you
to
hated
say. Leave it a
this-
dislike. Dislike
Yeah,
on YouTube.
if you hated this, please tell me how much you hated it, but not in a dumb way. Tell me why you hated it. Tell us why, not just me, because then it'll feel like it's directed at me. If
It's
you
your
only
fault.
liked Harvey in this, and you thought that my performance was shit, then well, that's okay. You can tell me that.
Yeah. Also, if you have any, I know this is like something that people
Yeah.
do if they have a following,
Yeah.
but we don't have a following. If one viewer, but the fact that we're so small means that you, the one viewer that we have, can
Is
actually
like
make an
our
influence.
yeah, you're literally like a
Yeah.
massive influence on us.
What I was gonna say was, if you have any requests about anything
Yeah.
outside of the podcast, no, I'm joking, but like,
If you want me to do anything for you personally, then my number, my home cell number is +44 no. No, but yeah.
you know, I was wondering when you were gonna stop. Doing that,
Yeah.
When you were gonna actually.
Well, +44
be
is
like,
the
"Haha, I'm just joking.
is the all the UK one, isn't it? The
Yeah,
7.
+44 is O.
My number though does be like the next number is a 7, but that's all I'm gonna say. Is that okay to say? Can I say that?
Well,
Have I
they
just
know that
doxed
we're
myself?
in England, mate. You've
Yeah, that's
disclosed our
true.
nationality.
Well, yeah. Well, actually, they don't know that. We could be in the US, just have with British accents.
Yeah, we're actually American doing British accent.
Yeah, this whole
impressions.
time. We aren't actually. This is just an act. Have you seen Oh Hello on Broadway? It's like that.
That's extremely meta, dude.
That is. Well,
It's extremely. It's too far in the meta.
that is. I don't know. Anyway, we are. I kind of want to end it after the 1 hour mark because we're so close. So not to drag this out, because I do have a couple of things to say,
Yeah,
because
I
I did
mean,
want to
I'm
finish
fine.
that thought that if there is anything that you would like, you think would make this better, or anything that you want us to talk about in the next one, you know, tell us.
Or any of the next ones, like
Or
if
any
you're
of the
wa-
next
if we're like
ones.
5 in and then you watch
If you're
episode 1,
yeah,
like just do, I don't know, just
But
comment.
comment on the
and
most
then we'll be
recent
like,
one.
wow.
because that's
Yeah,
how,
but then the most recent one always changes. It doesn't really matter because
yeah,
we
that's
get
true.
notifications
Basically,
either way.
right? Feedback is important, and I want to know if this is shit. Of course, I will think it's shit because everybody who makes something thinks it's shit.
That's so weird.
Unless
as well.
you're
Can I
really
just talk
like
about
you're
that
one
for
of
a
those
second,
people
dude?
who like really thinks that everything that they make is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Which maybe it is, but most of the time not. Yeah, but go on.
Yeah, that's extremely strange because every time you hear that, you think, "Oh, that's not me." Like you know that
Yeah,
it's you.
yeah.
No. I mean, you think that's not like, for example, Bo Burnham, the person that we were talking about
Yeah.
earlier. I mean, you look at him, and even
If
if he told you, like every time that he makes something, he thinks it's shit.
yeah.
Like we still wouldn't believe it
Yeah,
because
I
of
wouldn't.
how good it is. Like that's
Because I look at it and I'm like, that is brilliant. The showmanship alone is just like perfection.
yeah, exactly.
But if he told me he thinks it's shit, then I would be like, well, it's not. But like in his fucking, I don't know, because I'm not going to speak for Bo Burnham, but like I don't know. Maybe he does look at like his shows and think this is shit.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe
I don't know.
He
Actually,
still does.
to
Maybe
be
he
honest,
still does, mate.
his whole fucking thing, I know he really hates that like corporate comedy thing of like, I don't. Oh, my cat is meowing again. That
That's a
made me
great
lose my
way to
train
end the
of thought.
podcast.
Well, we are literally.
I think you
we've
said that
crossed the
directly
hour.
on the 1 hour mark. I don't know for sure, but I literally think
We could cut it there. I don't
yeah.
know. Well, I don't know. I feel
If
like
we
maybe
edit
we should...
it and then it cuts.
Well,
to
no, I
finish
feel like
right
that's
after you
like
say,
we have
"Oh,
to.
My cat is meowing."
I
No, I'm
think
joking.
this exchange is quite funny as well. I don't know. See, I thought that's quite funny. The fact that like we're talking about ending it. If it did end, then I don't know. I would get a laugh out of that. But I'm me, and I find things that aren't funny. I don't know.
Exactly.
Well, we've crossed the 1 hour mark. I don't really. Maybe you have to wait until 2 hours to end it now. No.
That's really funny. If anyone's wondering, it's 10 to midnight, which is
Oh,
quite early
oh,
in some
yeah.
people's cases.
This podcast is called Up All Night.
Yeah, we need to get in bed and just go to sleep,
Yeah.
and then the podcast will continue for
Yeah,
the night.
we're not going to stop it. We're just going to leave the mic. We're going to get out of our
Yeah.
office chairs and we'll lie in bed.
our corporate office chairs.
I feel like we have... Well, mine actually does kind of look quite cool.
Well, mine isn't that corporate.
I
Mine is
don't
nice
want
and
to...
comfy.
I don't want to drag the fucking hell. I don't
I think
want
that's
to
a great way
drag...
to end right there.
Yeah,
I'm
but we've
joking.
got to pick one that's the best way to end it.
Oh god.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to
Viewers.
drag the ending out of this podcast for too long because I feel like we've been talking about ending the first episode for quite a while, which I
Yeah,
think in of
I feel the
itself.
same. I
Oh
feel the
god,
same.
in of itself is funny, right? The fact that this is like the first one, and like for like what 10 minutes we've been like, when do we end it? How do we end it? I don't
Yeah,
know. I
this
feel like
is-
we've said
it's kind of
quite-
like learning how to land a plane.
Yeah,
after
on
you've
the
taken
job.
off.
I believe in learning on the job, and making this podcast has been a shining. Did you hear that?
I heard a noise. I don't know what that was though.
Oh, my cat is sitting in a box.
That is ultra cute.
It is pretty cute, to be honest. She is just looking
Alright.
at me. Yeah,
I
we
think
do need
that's
to
a
end
good
this.
Segue.
That's
So,
a good place to end
Thanks
it.
for listening. Right. If you think it's good,
Tell
dislike
us.
the video.
Oh.
If it's on YouTube, I mean.
If you
and
think it's good.
bad, then dislike the video.
So,
And
to wait, hang on, slow down. To be clear, if they think it's good, dislike.
You do know that I'm joking, right, Dexter?
Is that a meta joke or what?
I don't know.
See, we will never know.
Anyway.
Yeah, okay, that's enough of that.
All right.
It's been a good first try. Let's hope that we don't. Well, we're gonna like in like 2 months. I'm gonna listen to this. I'm gonna cringe. That's it. We have to end this now because we've been talking about ending it for way too long.
All right.
All right.
Ending in 3, 2,
Wait.
1.
Oh, okay.
What?
We're going. 3, 2, 1.
Bye.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button.